Phil, have you ever heard of a time when the entire world held its breath, just moments away from a global catastrophe? In October 1962, we came closer to nuclear war than ever before in history. For 13 incredibly tense days, world leaders made choices that could have rewritten our future forever. This pivotal moment is known as the Cuban Missile Crisis, MIN. In this video, we'll explore what happened during those critical days, breaking it down in a simple and educational way. To understand the crisis, we first need to look at the world back then. After World War II ended, two major superpowers emerged with very different ideas: the United States and the Soviet Union. This led to a long period of rivalry, known as the Cold War. It wasn't a traditional war with direct fighting between them. Instead, it was a high-stakes competition for military strength, technological superiority, and influence around the globe. Both sides built up massive arsenals of weapons, and the tension was a constant presence in international politics. This simmering conflict set the stage for the dramatic events that were about to unfold. The flashpoint came in 1962. The Soviet Union, looking to gain a strategic advantage, began secretly installing nuclear missiles in Cuba. Now, if you look at a map, Cuba is just a short distance from the coast of Florida. This meant that these missiles could reach major American cities in a matter of minutes. When American spy planes flew over Cuba, their surveillance photos revealed these missile sites under construction. The discovery sent shockwaves through the United States leadership. The threat was no longer distant. It was right on their doorstep. This sudden and alarming development triggered a serious global crisis. What followed were 13 days of incredible tension, where the fate of the world hung in the balance. From October 16th to October 28th, leaders in Washington and Moscow faced immense pressure. The United States government weighed its options, which ranged from launching a military strike to using diplomatic channels to pressure the Soviets. The Soviet Union, on the other hand, defended its decision, arguing it was a necessary move to protect Cuba. Both nations wanted to appear strong, but they also knew that one wrong step could lead to an unimaginable war. The entire planet watched and waited, hoping for a peaceful resolution. As the days ticked by, the United States decided on a decisive but non-violent first step. President John F. Kennedy announced a naval quarantine, which was essentially a blockade, around Cuba. The goal was to prevent any more Soviet ships carrying military supplies or missiles from reaching the island. This was a bold move. Soon, Soviet ships were steaming toward the blockade line. The world watched anxiously. Would the Soviet ships challenge the blockade? Would shots be fired? Confrontation at sea raised the stakes even higher, making a peaceful solution more urgent than ever. While the world saw a tense standoff on the high seas, intense negotiations were happening behind the scenes. Leaders from both the US and the Soviet Union communicated through a series of secret letters and back-channel messages. It was a delicate dance of diplomacy. Finally, a breakthrough occurred. An agreement was reached. The Soviet Union publicly agreed to dismantle the missile sites in Cuba and ship the weapons back home. In return, the United States privately promised it would not invade Cuba. As part of the deal, the US also later agreed to remove its own nuclear missiles stationed in Turkey, which were near the Soviet border. The crisis was over. War had been averted. The Cuban Missile Crisis serves as a powerful lesson from history. It showed everyone just how fragile peace can be, and how quickly a conflict can spiral toward global disaster. More importantly, it highlighted the absolute necessity of communication, diplomacy, and level-headed decision-making during times of extreme pressure. Those 13 days in 1962 fundamentally changed how world powers approach conflict, leading to the creation of the Moscow-Washington hotline to ensure direct communication in future crises. It's a stark reminder that even in the darkest moments, dialogue has the power to prevent destruction. Thanks for watching, and if you found this helpful, be sure to follow for more history stories.